back again. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make a tutu skirt. It's really simple, and with the Christmas season coming up and parties and fancy dress, it's a really simple, cheap, effective outfit. And if you want to make it for an adult or a child, you just adjust the lengths and it's exactly the same. So here goes. So the fabric I'm going to use today is called Tulle fabric. Tulle, I can't pronounce it, but it's either, I'll put it in the comments below. I'm also going to use netting. I find that netting is a bit thicker, so this is the netting fabric, and this will give the tutu a bit of depth and stiffness. Whereas the tulle fabric, which is this pink one, which is softer, that'll just be a bit more flowy and it looks really nice. So I've just used a combination of 3 fabrics, the pink, cream and white. So what I'm going to do, I bought 1 metre of each. That was more than enough. I've already made one skirt which was probably about, which used less than half a metre. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, before I do the cutting of the voile, I'm going to use the elastic and do the waistband. So this is really simple. All I've done is I've measured the width of the waist. I'm doing this for a 3-year-old, and it's 51 centimetres. So all I'm going to do is cut it to the measurement that I've done, and then I'm just going to sew it back and forth there and literally cut off the excess. So I'll do that and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so there we go, there's the waistband. I've just done a few hand stitched stitches, and that's quite secure, so that's not going anywhere. So now with the fabric, what I've done is, as I said, I bought 1 metre worth and I've used some already. So I've got this doubled, it's literally, I've just doubled it, and for ease of cutting, I'm just going to double it over like so. Obviously I'll do it neater, and then I'm going to measure the width that I want, and bear in mind with the tutu fabric you're going to fold it in half and tie it. So the length, if you want it 20 centimetres long, you'll have to double it and maybe add 2 centimetres for the tied bit. So you'll see what I mean when I do start tying the fabric onto the waistband. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay out the fabric, now I'm just going to double it again, and this is just so it's easy to cut all the lengths the same, and then I'm just going to do it again, and I probably will just do it again. Now I want 50, I want in total, I want 46 centimetres, so each side will be 22 centimetres, and then I've allowed 2 centimetres for my tied bit around the waistband, so in total it'll be 46. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure up to 46 centimetres there. And then I'm just going to cut straight ahead like that. So I know that my lengths are pretty much all the same. So I don't need that. I know I didn't do it really neatly, so I'll have some shorter bits and some longer bits, but that looks fine anyway. So now I've got the length that I want. Now I'm going to cut lots of strips of about 2 centimetres each thick. So that will be what I tie onto the waistband, and if you maybe do it 2 centimetres thick, then that's a nice width for each of these strands which will form the skirt. So all I'm going to do now is I'll cut my, because I've got it folded in half, so I'll just cut this bit here. And then I'm going to cut lots of 2 centimetre strips, and I'll do that all the way to the end. Okay, so I've cut the pink fabric into lots of 2cm width strips and the 46 centimeters long, and I'm going to do that with the other 2 colour fabrics, so it takes a little while, so I'm going to do that and then I'll show you how to tie it onto the right. So now I've cut my 3 separate bits of material into the strips, and now we're going to put them onto the waistband. So I'm going to use one of these really big kitchen rolls, only because it's a nice round surface and it's easy to put the waistband around it. So all I'm going to do is just put that around it, so I've got something to keep the waistband sort of hover in mid-air sort of thing. And then I'm going to start putting my material on. So I'll start with the white one, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to do white, cream and then pink, and just keep rotating it. I think I've got about 3 bits there, and I'll fold it in half like so, and then I'm going to tuck it in, pull it underneath so there's a loop, and then I'm just going to pull that over the top. There's a bit there, and then I'll push it close together, and then I'll just keep doing that all the way round. So I'll grab another 3. Going to bend it in half, tuck it under there, and then just pull that through, and then tighten it, and then just push them close together. And then literally I'm just going to do that all the way around until it's all covered, and to get it nice and full and stiff, just push them really close together and get as many on as you can. Okay, so I've done maybe a quarter of it so far, and you can see it's starting to take shape. When I finish it all, I'm going to go around and trim it so it's all the same length. So I'll just keep going and until I get to the end. Okay, so I've finished putting the tutu together, and all I've done is I've pretty much gone round and just trimmed it so they're all pretty much the same. It doesn't matter if they're not exactly the same, because it makes it look quite nice when you put it on. So what I'm going to do, just as a finishing touch, I'm going to use my ribbon and just tie a bow at the front, and then that's finished. And then obviously I'll just give it a quick iron, so then it's all finished and ready to wear.